Hello everyone. Today we are drawing a line art contour drawing based on this image that's here. This was actually a drawing that I had done decades ago. And I'm going to use a Duet drawing pencil, I think. I thought I had a, I thought I had something better than white. But let's talk about what contour really kind of means. So we've got a contour drawing that is all about the shapes that are created on the outside of the object. So when you take a look at any object that's even something that's in front of you, you can see that you can only see the outline that's there. So that's all we're concerned about today. We're only concerned about the outline that is there. We're not concerned about the shadows. We're not concerned about the shading. However, we are concerned about creating maybe a little line that is created by the shading. And by that, let's take a look at the one we did in the previous week. And you can see right here. So see the water that's here in this particular photograph? Then you would take that, to turn this into a contour drawing, you would only take that one line. So let's take a look at this one. So we've got this tall object here. I'm gonna actually use this in pencil, okay? This tall object here, and here is just kind of the line, all right? Now, these parts right here, those tiny little lines represent the ridges in the bottle top. So there's the line right there. Here's another line that kind of represents what's happening there. This is going to come down. So the other thing that's interesting about when you're drawing something in more of a contour drawing is that you're not really sketching it as much as you are just simply drawing those lines that are there. There's the part that's kind of like represents the water or the liquid that's in that bottle. Here's the label. And we don't really want it to be sketched. We want it to be more of a, excuse me. Sorry about that. Whew. Talk about allergies. Okay. So here, this comes down like this. Again, this is the drapery that's at the bottom. And we're drawing just the lines that are there. So here we have this canning jar. Canning jars seem to be pretty popular, right? There's the opening, the mouth of it. Here's kind of another line that's at the back of it. This line comes down, kind of makes that ridge. This kind of tucks behind. See how that kind of tucks behind right there? And then we come out like this. And this one kind of tucks around like this. Here it is kind of set amidst the fabric that's here. And this one also has, like in last week's session, this loop-de-loo, I guess we want to call it, right? And it's the line that comes down like this. So it's all about line. Now see this line right here? That would kind of represented what was maybe inside it or the bulge of the glass. So we represent that by a line. And then we've got these salt and pepper shakers. So let's see. We've got this one that's kind of standing up on its own. Remember salt and pepper shakers like this? I remember as a kid having these. And again, the ridge here. And this is more of a, I feel like I'm at like, Happy Days Diner. This kind of represents and this is kind of like, more like that, represents more of the, as it comes out on an angle. And then here's one that's kind of on its side. Again, making that so it's coming out on an angle and then mimicking that line that's inside there. And maybe there's another line there, another line there. Here's kind of like a ridge. So I think that my challenge to you would be find something that's kind of like an object in your home, just kind of something in your environment. Maybe, I don't know, a toaster or a lamp or something, and see what you can do with creating, finding the contours of the different objects and the contours and the line that's created. Now, is it complete? That's it. It's really a very simple way of drawing. The other one is that you could do a blind contour drawing. Here's the line right here. A blind contour drawing, and a blind contour drawing would simply mean that you would look up and never look down. So as you're drawing it, let me give you an example. As you're drawing, I don't know if this is a good example to do in a video, but as you're drawing it, you would look up. So I'm going to look up, for example, at what's in front of me, which is a computer screen. And I'm just going to draw what I see on the computer screen without ever looking down. So is it something that you can do? Can you draw, maybe there's a lamp in front of me, and just take a look at what you're looking at. Follow the lines with your hand. So we've got this coming down. I've got this inside the mouth of the lamp. And then I'm going to move, imagining that I'm moving my pencil around. And it really, this is blind contour. I'll put a little note here. What that does is it really kind of teaches you to see what you're drawing, because a lot of times we see things and we have this already preconceived notion that this bottle, for example, should look a certain way. So as we're drawing it, we're drawing the bottle, but maybe we're not drawing what we see, but instead we're drawing like the actual bottle, but instead we're drawing what we see, but we think what's supposed to look like. Does that make sense? We talk about what you draw, what you see, draw what is seen, not what you see. So draw exactly what you are seeing rather than drawing something that you think you see. I hope that makes sense. We talk about that a lot, and I think it's important to realize that you have to just kind of keep it all in perspective as far as what you see, what you don't see, where that line should be versus where it is, maybe what you think it should be versus where it is, maybe what your friend thinks it should look like. If you're sitting next to somebody and you're drawing something like a still life in a real setting, in a live room setting, it's interesting to take a look at a drawing that someone else did from the same perspective as you, and from where you might be sitting, and how different what you see, what you drew on a piece of paper, and what somebody else drew. And was it the same thing? How did they see what I didn't see? That type of thing. I'm just going to put that line right there. So this one's complete. So quick line art contour drawing. For the next session, we're going to be working on one of our all-time favorites, mandalas. And then the last page for this book actually completes this book with glass bottles with chalk pastels. And for this one, I'm going to really put my imagination to work and use it and draw it in color. And that completes this volume of the Draw Along series. So my challenge to you for this one is to take a look at what's in the real world around you and see what you can draw, and follow the contours and follow the lines around it. Have a great day. Thanks so much.